Payag kasama sina Angelo Bainyo at Maine Barreto. Naka-live sa DWIZ Manila at lahat ng DWIZ regional stations sa buong Pilipinas. Mapapanood din sa Aliw Channel 23 at lahat ng DWIZ digital channels, Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News website Monday to Friday 1 p.m. DWIZ Network News.
This is the news and information station of Aliw Broadcasting Corporation. Reaching and engaging every Filipino on air, online, and on ground. Ito ang bagong DWIZ 882, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Proud member of ALC Group of Companies.
Ang lahat ng opinyon, pagtingin, pananaw o kuro-kuro ng mga bisita at panauhin o mga anchors o host sa programang ito ay sarili at tanging opinyon at pananaw ng mga nabanggit at hindi opinyon o pananaw ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, mga producers o mga namamahala ng Aliw Broadcasting o anumang organisasyon affiliated sa network at kailanman ay hindi iniendorso ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation ang mga nabanggit na opinyon at pananaw sa programa.
Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR.
Walang yumayaman sa pagiging empleyado lang. Dapat lahat tayo nagninegosyo. Timing! Narito ang isang programang magbibigay ng tamang gabay sa pagnenegosyo. Pakinggan at panoorin ang mga ekspertong magiging guest dito. Isang show para sa negosyo. DWIZ Negoshow kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Pakinggan ng live sa DWIZ. Panoorin ng live sa Aliw 23 at i-follow sa lahat ng digital channels ng DWIZ, Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News app. Huwag munang magplano, huwag munang sasabak, huwag munang papasok sa negosyo nang hindi napapanood ang show na Negoshow.
Okay,
We're back
another exciting episode dito of
with the best.
Negoshow.
With the best in the new emerging field of artificial intelligence.
Opo, guest po natin today is Mr. Doc Ligot. Siya po ang leading AI expert. Masasabing leading AI expert.
Oo.
It's one of the leading AI. Napaka-humble talaga.
Napaka-humble eh.
AI
Siya yung una
expert dito
natin
sa
di ba?
Pilipinas. That's right. Regular guest natin and one of our favorites dito.
One of our favorites.
Yes. Doc, before we dive into what AI is all about, bit of background muna sa mga first time na mga viewers or listeners that are tuning in, di ba? I mean, kwento mo naman.
Maraming magchuchunin ha. Meron dyan yung head ng Makati PCCI.
Yes, that's
Si
right.
Miss Ruby Banyares Victorino.
That's right.
Gustong-gusto niya na nakikinig sa negosyo.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah. Siguro yun nga, how did you get started dito sa AI na to?
Yeah. So I don't know how many people, probably not many, know that I started my career as a data encoder.
Okay.
Literally in a bank, mga credit card applications.
Yes.
Anong panahon na yon, you have to memorize the zip codes, the area codes. Kasi pag sinabi, taga-Pasig ka, 1600 agad yan.
Yep.
So that was my job, encoding these credit card applications.
Okay.
And then, dati kasi, uso pa yung typing speed. Bilis ako mag-type.
Okay.
I learned that, when I was in school.
Yeah.
So because of that, I got promoted to, imbis na nag-encode ka lang, ako na yung taga-bilang ng ini-encode ng ibang tao.
Uy, visor.
Yeah.
Bisor.
So the daily quota was 100
Okay.
applications a day, which is actually not easy to do.
Yeah.
I was hitting the 100. And then it occurred to me, kasi dati honor system yan eh. You tie your applications in batches and you self-report, no? And then yun ang ginagawa nung taga-bilang. Magkano yung sa'yo, then we'll list it on the board. It occurred to me na, teka, aren't we encoding this on some system?
Okay.
So malamang, the system would know automatically. I didn't have to prepare the report manually. So nagtanong ako sa IT, ito bang mga applications na in-encode namin, pwede ba makakuha ng report to check how much? Sabi niya, actually, matagal nang meron yan. Tataka nga kami, ba't di kayo humingi ng report? So I did. And here's where it gets interesting. So that is self-reported yung productivity. Lahat tumatama, 100, 100, 100. Suspiciously, everyone hits 100. But then when I extracted the data, hindi lahat tumatama ng 100. I know I was hitting it.
Okay.
Kasi, and true enough, I was at like 101, 105, 110. Pero yung iba, 63, 54, and long story short, I became the bad guy in the department. Kasi ako yung magchuchuchu sa mga tao na, hey, look, ikaw kulang ka.
Okay.
Kaya, Doc, nakahit ako. Well, according to the system, hindi. So unless you can produce yung mga applications na yan from somewhere, ito yung score mo. So that was also my first taste of politics sa data.
Data and politics.
Data and politics. And I think that's still relevant now. No? So yun, from there, I graduated. I'm a self-taught developer. I graduated from manual counting to automated counting to producing reports to analytics. And then ngayon, yung latest incarnation yun, AI na.
AI na, yun.
Wait, pero yun nga, you've recently launched an AI Academy.
Oh.
What led you to this?
Well, ever since, even with that encoding job, one thing na na-realize ko is, masarap pala magturo.
Okay.
And actually, the secret sauce to learning something, I learned, is to teach it.
Ayan.
Kasi mapipilitan ka talaga to learn something.
Review.
Oo. So, all throughout my employed life, talagang gawain ko na magturo.
Yeah.
And then when I finally became an entrepreneur, that was one of the things that I thought, maybe I can do this for a living. I would teach, I would conduct seminars, workshops.
Yep.
And then ngayon, as I'm sure we'll probably discuss, tinitingnan natin yung effects ng AI on education.
Okay.
I thought one of the most obvious things to do is finally, sige, I'll throw my hat in the ring and start teaching talaga as an institution. So we recently booted up an academy. It's called Global Elite Institute of Technology.
Okay.
And then we have an AI program called Shift Institute.
Okay.
We just launched that. And ang goal talaga niyan is to democratize AI knowledge.
Okay.
Mamaya pag-usapan natin what we can
Wait.
call AI knowledge.
Doc, is this AI learning open to all?
Well, we made a very conscious decision na number one, although uso yung online learning,
Yep.
and we'll probably do some of that, we also wanted to provide a venue where face-to-face, talagang in a classroom setting. Obviously, that requires a venue. So meron kaming venue sa Gamboa Street in
Okay.
Makati. So
Yes.
we're occupying an old building there, pero we have several classrooms.
Yep.
But more importantly, marami kasi pag sinabing AI, ang target mo dyan is mga technical, mga learning, mga software developers,
Yes.
data scientists. Certainly, we need more of those.
Yeah.
Pero I think the vast majority of the population, mga non-techies eh. So yun ang target namin. You don't need to know anything about programming or prior knowledge of AI. But if you do, it can help. Pero ang goal namin is to unlock your productivity using AI.
In your first itong first session mo sa AI Academy, what is it that you have noticed? How did they appreciate the course?
Well, ang nagulat ako, and although nagulat in the sense na it's nice to see it kumbaga, in the flesh, yung mga nag-apply are not the usual techie types. Like we're talking HR people,
Okay.
we're talking market researchers, we're talking local government staff. One of the most interesting experiences I had recently is religious organizations.
Oh, really?
I did a class with the Daughters of St. Paul.
Uy,
Literally mga
Pasay.
nuns. Yeah,
Yes.
mga nuns.
Nuns, wow.
And yung mga needs nila, it's not something you would immediately think. Kasi
Yep.
all religious organizations, they want to expand their flock, diba? Or they want to recruit. They use digital marketing for that. They use social media, apparently. And very congruent yan with AI. Sabi niya, how can we improve the sign-up rate to our mga workshops? Very active sila sa youth.
Yep.
And then nung nakita nila how AI can help with things like business planning, content creation, dun sila natuwa. So, of course, I'm not taking credit for it, but I'm very sure yung magiging evangelization strategy na ng Daughters of St. Paul for the... shout out pala sa mga
shout
mga sisters, no?
Sister Tim,
Ang galing,
Daughters of St. Paul.
They will-
Nasa lang,
The next 5
cloistered
years,
sila, no?
that timing kasi, when I gave that workshop, it was their regional, parang...
Plano
they have,
meeting.
no, they have this every so often, like every 5 or so years, they invite all of their parang leaders from the region
Yes.
to have their parang planning session. Nasingitan ng AI yun. So sabi ko, wow, that was very fortunate.
Galing.
Now for the next 5 or so years, yan na, they're gonna have AI-powered strategies, no?
Ayun.
Uy, exciting yun, ha?
Kasi, remember, they are cloistered eh. And then here's AI telling them what is it that they can expect, what is it that they have not known.
Actually,
what are the new things.
may homework ako dyan eh. Kasi you know, St. Paul Publications is a printing press.
Oh.
Correct.
Buti na naalala ko bigla. I was meaning on launching an AI book with them, no? So stay tuned.
Oh, galing.
Uy, galing, ha? Again.
Ang
Of all places pa in the St. Paul Publication lalabas.
And again, Tito, I'm very happy to hear nga na there are parts of the traditional Catholic Church that are embracing AI, di ba? Modernizing.
Actually, wag na tayong lumayo. The newly appointed or elected Pope,
Yes.
Pope Leo, he made it a point to say AI is a big opportunity and a concern, not just economically, but for the church. And let's face it, marami pa rin Catholics and Christians in the Philippines.
Yes.
You know, the Pope is saying it. We might as well get on top of AI. No? And I'm happy to see the religious organizations are in fact on top of it.
Yep.
Oh, ganda.
Again, Doc, para sa mga first-time na viewers and listeners natin, di ba? Alam naman yung show namin, Negoshow.
Yeah.
Our aim here is to inspire as many Filipinos and Filipinas to embark on their own entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you explain AI to a small business owner? Di ba?
Yeah, I feel we should move away na from yung mga highly complicated and technical. Kasi not a few years ago, pag sinabing, we'll invite an AI expert, malamang programming yan,
Yes.
malamang some science. Certainly, that still is the case.
Yep.
But since ChatGPT came out, and I was one of the earliest users of it kasi I was a beta tester back in 2022, na-democratize na siya. You don't need to be an IT expert. You don't need to be a mathematician. You don't even need expensive hardware and software. You literally log on to yung mga websites and then use it using plain language. Hindi nga kailangan English eh. Pwedeng Tagalog, pwedeng whatever, Spanish. So I feel that was the pivot, no? Suddenly, democratized na siya. Pero ang nakikita ko naman ngayon, although maraming ang gumagamit, they don't really use it to its maximum potential.
Okay.
Paka-simplistic nung paggamit nila. And maybe to your point, yung mga business owners, look at what's bogging you down. Documents, planning, marketing. Yan yung letter writing, handling customer complaints, packaging. These are not the first things you would think about dati using AI. Dati AI is ipin mo, ano yan, numbers yan, quantitative. Meron pa rin yun. Pero I think it's the qualitative document stuff that people don't realize can actually be helped with using AI.
Maganda. As an evangelist of AI, what is it that moves you? What is it that you like about the thing?
Yeah.
Well, balikan natin yung kwento ko kanina about the nuns, no? In any class that we conduct, there's always that moment where parang nabuksan yung ano nila, parang na mind blown sila kasi they have all of these preconceived ideas. Ay, hindi ko kaya yan, it's complicated. And then suddenly they're empowered using AI. Then it flips. Suddenly ako na yung na-overwhelm sa ideas nila. And I like that part eh. It's like a floodgate, literally a floodgate opening. So that's what I live for. My North Star nga is, and I think I shared this with you in a previous show, I really want to hit or train 1 million Filipinos using AI. Kasi that's 1% of our population.
Correct. Yeah.
Diba? Imagine mo 1% of the population being more productive, being more creative. Use it for good, yun din, importante. Let's not use it for, mga kalokohan. And that's part of the adoption phase. Eh. Kailangan maturuan yung mga tao.
Yeah. Wait, yun nga, I just want to clarify nga sa, again, nanonood, nakikinig, di ba AI is free?
Yes.
Tama yan, Doc. So they can get started today using free versions that are out there.
Yeah, so that's another thing na I felt was a stroke of genius nung linaunch nga yung ChatGPT and then so many other similar products came out.
Yep.
May free tier. And yung free tier nila, hindi yung pasang-awang free lang na you only have a few transactions a day. You can literally just keep using this stuff for free.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's a plus version or a subscription version. Which also gives you more parang capabilities.
Okay.
But I think one of the biggest things to think about, if you're using the free versions, you are in effect giving the AI platform permission to use your data.
Ayun.
Yun yung difference. No?
Okay.
Pero kung paying
So
subscriber
may
ka,
cybersecurity component pala.
may privacy, may
Privacy.
cybersecurity component.
Okay.
And for most people, maybe they don't really care about that. No? Pero if you're using it for business or something serious, I would recommend you just go on the Plus subscription. Hindi naman yung enterprise. No?
Magbayad, di ba?
Oh, bayad
Budget
because
for it.
budget for it. It's part of your business.
Yes.
Plus, you have a contract na with the provider. Number one, they'll agree not to use your data.
Okay.
Number two, kung magkaroon ng bulilyaso, you can complain.
Yep.
Kasi if you're not paying them, then you don't have a relationship with them. Mangyayari, you're the product na binibenta nila. Kasi ikaw yung libre.
Yeah. Well, Doc, para sa manunod na nakikinig right now ng mga small businesses, entrepreneurs, or people that are about to start their business, di ba? Can you siguro recommend or suggest 3 AI tools,
Yeah.
di ba? That they should be using to help siguro improve, speed up,
Yeah,
di ba?
yung
their
Facebook, meron
business
na rin Meta.
operations,
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah. So I guess the first place pa rin is find that we used to call them chatbots, diba? Pero ngayon the proper term is agents, no? Find an AI agent that suits your workflow.
Okay.
ChatGPT is still one of the leading ones, pero marami na rin siyang mga near competitors, no? One tool I like is Perplexity.
Perplexity, okay.
Perplexity AI. Ano rin siya? Actually based siya sa ChatGPT.
Yes.
But it's got references, no? Para siyang search engine. So, alam mo kung saan
So
niya
para siyang
hinuhugot.
Google search.
In fact, it's replacing Google search.
Oh,
That's it's an important thing to note. You have Gemini, if you're into the Google ecosystem.
Yep.
You have Copilot. One is medyo controversial called DeepSeek.
DeepSeek.
This is the
Galing yata China yan.
Yeah, this is the Chinese developed AI.
Okay.
It's completely free.
Completely,
Di ba?
It's very fast. Wag mo lang siyang tatanungin about the 9-dash line, yung Tiananmen Square. So anything political about
Yep.
China, just avoid it. Pero everything else, napapantayan niya si ChatGPT. So that's one.
Okay.
No? The second tool naman is, I'm sure you'll need some sort of image generator, video generator. Depende sa use mo.
Okay.
So you have Google Veo.
Google Veo.
Oh, that's
Okay.
for video. You
For
have
video.
You have Midjourney for images.
Midjourney.
Marami rin kalaban sa Midjourney. May Leonardo. So these are if you like creating graphics or logos, yan ang target mo. And then third would be the utilities, I think. Like we talk about Canva, you talk
Yes.
about, Adobe. Lahat yan meron ng parang AI parang tool. Yeah, maybe I can lump together there's also video editing software.
Yep.
That's AI driven. There's Opus.
Okay.
There's
Yan
video
for short
AI.
clips, di ba? Oo.
Lalo na ngayon, if you're into digital marketing, you can't avoid video.
Yeah, very important yan for social media marketing, di ba?
Social media.
People like watching reels, di ba? Video, short form video.
There's one na chatbot pero multipurpose called Notebook.
Notebook, okay.
Notebook LM.
LM.
Ito, I'll just share a tactic of mine. No? So, I'll normally have an interview, parang ganito, or a podcast. And then I'll have video AI or Opus cut it into clips.
Yeah.
No? Then I'll upload the clip to Notebook. Gagawa na siya ng transcript. No, it's not perfect. Pero yung transcript na yan can now be used by ChatGPT to create social media posts, articles. So
Galing,
you become a one-man
Yeah.
production house.
Yep.
Oh.
And aminin na natin, everyone's on social media ngayon. Siyempre, who do you patronize? Yung naglalabas ng content. So, nauso talaga ngayon yung tinatawag nilang content marketing or influencer marketing.
Yep.
How do you become an influencer? You post content
Yep.
about whatever you love. No, you don't have to be like super everything na lang.
Mamaya, kaya mo na yan kasi with your AI.
Well, in a way, parang ganun na nga. Pero my goal is education. So lahat ng mga nagpa-follow sa akin, they literally are there to learn.
To learn. Yep.
Kaya doon naman ako, I'm literally there to supply the learning. And then what I do is, syempre, all of this free content is good. But if you want to, quicken your learning, ayan na, may school na tayo. So it's a natural evolution of that. No?
Doc, yung AI ba, is it just for tech companies or can, let's say, the local sari-sari store, di ba? Or, the local small business use it as
Yeah.
well? Yeah.
Actually, the irony nga, I call it ironic, mas mataas yung adoption at the local individual
Sa
level.
atin.
Oo. Kasi wala masyadong requirements. Pag big company ka kasi, there's privacy, regulation, security. Siyempre, you have to get legal contracts set up. So admittedly, dun na hamper yung adoption.
Okay.
Kaya nga whenever I meet a large company, I tell them, huwag nyo idaan sa IT muna yung AI project. Daan nyo sa HR. Para make it a training project.
Yep.
It's usually faster. And then, IT will come later through procurement with your big system. Sa mga sari-sari, wala namang procurement eh. You literally subscribe or not, you can use it. And I feel the most important, like in one class I held, may mga popular uses na yung AI na lumalabas. Number one is an assistant. You literally upload a book or a document, then you can chat with that document, which is perfect for yung mga employee manual, mga
Instruction manuals.
instruction manuals, marketing manuals. Second is content creation. Kanina, create reports, create ads.
Yep.
Third is interesting, you can use it as a coach.
Coach, huh?
Like
Self-help coach.
self-help. Kunyari, may naghahanap ka ng trabaho, upload your CV. And then look for a job na gusto mo. Kunin mo yung job description. Sabi mo, please compare this job description to my CV and give me tips on how to qualify better. You'll get the best career advice you've ever gotten. No? Better than any career coach dyan.
And siguro you can run interview simulations as well.
Hindi lang yun. You can have multiple AIs critique each other. Like you ask a question of ChatGPT, sasagot siya, bigay mo kay Poe, anong tingin mo, sasagot siya, bigay mo kay... At some point, nakagawa ka na ng parang FGD eh. Pero I guess the important thing here is, don't abuse it. Kasi syempre, these are all artificial outputs. Kailangan at some point, babalik pa rin sa'yo yan for validation.
Tito, pag wala kang kausap.
Sina.
Uy, wag ka. There's an AI, might as well share it. It's called Replica with a K.
Replica.
Okay.
It's really meant for personal companionship.
Uy.
Kung bored ka, wala kang kausap, it will adapt to you eh. Pero careful lang kasi it can be very good. Meron ng mga documented cases na may mga na-in-love kay Replica. Kasi you'll design your own companion eh.
Aba.
Oo.
Ano may...
They form a relationship
With their AI.
with the AI.
Twin AI. Or is that
And yun,
AI replica.
halatang AI pa rin siya.
Okay.
The next step is you can literally clone a person na. And then yun na nga. There was one man about a year ago, created an AI version ng daughter niya na umanaw. And people were divided about it. Siyempre sabi niya, it's part of my grieving process.
Yes.
I can have the conversations with my daughter that I never had.
Yes.
Ay nako, yun nga, medyo ano na yan, rabbit hole na yan.
Correct,
Usapan natin.
Galing ah.
Galing.
Uy, ganda nito ng ating ano ah.
Usapan.
Anyway, break po muna.
DWIZ Negoshow. San Miguel.
Picture a place adorned with lush greenery, gently swaying trees, a haven where time seems to stand still. Eternal Gardens provides a sanctuary for remembrance, a place where the memories of your loved ones can bloom forever.
Eternal Gardens, a glimpse of heaven on a patch of earth.
Mga lugar na pinuntahan ng ibang tao, mga produkto, serbisyo na rekomendado. Alamin sa Highly Recommended.
Handa ka na bang tuklasin ang mga kamanghamanghang tanawin at makulay na kasaysayan ng Legazpi City? Simulan natin yan sa Mayon Volcano National Park. Masdan ng bulkang kilala sa tanyag na Perfect Cone. Ito ay isang sikat na destinasyon na nag-aalok ng iba't ibang aktibidad tulad ng hiking at ATV adventures sa paligid ng kanyang base. Sunod naman sa Cagsawa Ruins Park, balikan ang makasaysayang guho ng simbahan na nasira noong 1814 dahil sa pagsabog ng bulkang Mayon na ngayon ay isa ng iconic na pook pasyalan. Nandyan din ang Linyon Hill Nature Park. Umakyat sa burol na ito para sa isang 360-degree na tanawin ng lungsod at ng bulkang Mayon. Dito rin matatagpuan ng zipline at Japanese tunnels. Kasunod pa niyan ang Daraga Church o ang Nuestra Señora de la Porteria Parish Church, isang 18th century Baroque church na itinayo mula sa volcanic rocks na may magandang tanawin ng Mayon bilang likuran. At huwag mong palalampasin ang Embarcadero de Legazpi, isang modernong lifestyle hub sa tabi ng dagat na may mga kainan, shopping at iba't ibang water sports activities. Kaya't ano pang hinihintay mo? Halina tuklasin ang mga kahanga-hangang tanawin at kultura ng Legazpi City. At yan ang ating Highly Recommended.
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd Luna, at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ, Sabado, 3 p.m. Maraming nagsasabi na ang paggamit ng cellphone sa gabi ay maaaring magdulot ng insomnia o mga problema sa pagtulog. Ngunit, totoo nga ba ito? Tara, let's prove it! Bago maniwala sa mga claim-claim na yan, patunayan na yan sa Let's Prove It! Ayon sa Frontiers in Psychiatry na sa bawat oras na paggamit ng cellphone sa kama ay kaugnay ng 24 minutes ng mas maikling tulog at 59% na mas mataas ang risk ng pagkakaroon ng insomnia. Ayon sa Harvard Health Publishing, ang pagkaka-expose sa blue light ay maaaring makasugpo sa melatonin production, isang hormone na responsible sa regulasyon ng ating circadian rhythm o natural cycle ng pagtulog at paggising. Dagdag pa ng Sleep Foundation na ang paggamit ng mga electronic devices bago matulog ay nauugnay sa pagtaas ng sleep latency o ang dami ng oras na kinakailangan upang makatulog. Kaya payo ng mga eksperto na iwasan ang paggamit ng mga electronic devices tulad na lang ng cellphone na hindi bababa ng 30 minuto bago matulog. Sa halip, maaaring magsagawa ng mga aktibidad na nagpapakalma tulad ng pagbasa ng libro o pagnilay-nilay upang matulungan ang katawan at isipan na maghanda para sa pagtulog.
Naglilingkod ng tama. Latest, pinakabago at tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Pilipinas, narito na ang mga tamang balita sa oras na ito. Higit 1,000 truck na serbisyohan ng Roro Free Ride program ng e-Visayas kasunod ng load restriction na ipinatutupad sa San Monico Bridge. Ang detalye mula kay Patrol 17 Jopel Peleño.
Nasa higit 1,000 na mga cargo trucks at fuel tankers ang naserbisyuhan ng libreng sakay program ng Eastern Visayas Interagency Coordinating Cell 8 Task Force San Juanico. Sinabi ni Office of Civil Defense Eastern Visayas na pumalo na sa 1,075 na sasakyan na may mga lulang construction materials, essential goods, perishable items at mga government assets ang naitawid sa Tacloban Amandayehan roll-on, roll-off route. Pahayag ng OCD Eastern Visayas na sinisikap ng mga kinaukulang ahensya na mapanatili ang tuloy-tuloy na daloy ng mga produkto at serbisyo sa buong rehiyon. Kasunod na rin ito sa ginawang pagbabawal sa malalaki at mabibigat na sasakyan na dumaan sa San Juanico Bridge dahil na rin sa nagpapatuloy na rehabilitasyon. Ito si Patrol 17 Chopel Peleño para sa impilang may todo lakas DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Yan ang tamang balita sa oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIZ News Digital Channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIZ News App at DWIZ News website. Ako po si Gia Rafael, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Ang oras natin ngayon, 2:29 ng hapon.
Oras hatid sa inyo ng Bingo Plus. Download Bingo Plus app now on Google Play and Apple App Store for a chance to win up to 935 million pesos jackpot prize. Visit bingoplus.com to learn more. With Bingo Plus, bingo sa saya plus sa panalo. Gaming is for 21 years old and above only. Game responsibly, keep it fun. Ang balitang ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng Bingo Plus. Download Bingo Plus app now on Google Play and Apple App Store for a chance to win up to 935 million pesos jackpot prize. Visit bingoplus.com to learn more. With Bingo Plus, bingo sa saya plus sa panalo. Gaming is for 21 years old and above only. Game responsibly, keep it fun.
DWIZ Negoshow kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back. Another exciting episode of
Ang
Negoshow.
galing,
Oh, galing.
Imagine,
Nang usapan natin.
you can have your own replica,
Yep.
but the danger is, baka may love.
Baka matuluyan ka. Alam mo, wala naman yung pinag-iba. Siyempre, this is gonna date us, no?
Yeah.
Di ba dati yung mga uso yung mga pen pal?
Pen pal, oh.
Pen pal, right? Who knows what a pen pal is? Pero, dati, akala mo kung sinusulatan mo, babae, yung pala, hindi. Kasi literally anonymous yung ano mo, pen pal mo. And now, take it to the next level. There are people who can impersonate people on a Zoom call. Akala mo, tao siya na ano,
Hindi
ganito. Pala iba. So I feel that's also where the ethical boundaries are.
Yeah.
Parang everything na kasi is artificial. How do you know what's real or how do you know what's true? Babalik pa rin yan sa'yo. Like how do you treat the media you see? No?
Pero as of now, wala pa. Wala pa bang ethical considerations on, let's say, on the use of AI, on lahat-lahat about AI?
Doc, yun nga, I mean, just to build on Tito Lito's question, I mean, how do you avoid harm? Yun nga, the danger of AI abuse. Yan.
I think what I've noticed now, maybe a good analogy is once upon a time, di ba, and this before all of us were alive, no? Ang popular transport was kabayo.
Kabayo, okay.
And then the issue with the kabayo is tumatay yung kabayo. So more horse manure. People don't know that this was the root of the automobile. Na because it was such a health crisis.
Yes.
The innovator said, pwede bang delete na natin yung kabayo, we'll keep the carriage. Kaya yung first cars were the horseless carriages. Naka-invento sila ng makina. Kaya you can't pin down who the definitive inventor of the car was. Parang everyone had the same idea. Carl Benz, Henry Ford, ganyan. Nung nagkakotse naman, ano nangyari? Overspeeding naman. Kasi wala pang mga rules on speeding and all that. Literally, lumilipad yung mga tao pag may nababangga and they die. Until someone in Sweden proposed, why don't we tie people to their chairs? Which was considered barbaric, no? Which was the root of the seatbelt. Pero inopose yan ng car industry. Ang mahal naman, kakabitan natin ng seatbelt lahat ng kotse. What a cost. Until they showed, well, kung naka-seatbelt ka, kahit mabangga ka, there's a 99% better chance you're gonna survive.
Correct.
And then, seatbelts were suddenly mandatory. But remember sa Pilipinas, kailan ba nagkaroon ng seatbelt law? Not too long ago. So what I'm trying to say here is, you can engineer the technology only so much. And there's a lot of work to be done there. Pero until you impose some form of regulation or rules, people will still abuse. So yung dalawang yon na kailangan na ng seatbelt sa kotse at kailangan na ng seatbelt law, we are literally in that, right at that point ngayon sa AI na kailangan gawing safer yung technology and you need policy na to come and enforce certain rules. No? Wala pa tayo doon.
Well, Doc, timing talaga yung sinabi mo kasi right now, it's being tackled, di ba? In both chambers of Congress. So, yung AI regulation niya, and I think may mga proposals that are out there. Can you comment?
Yeah, so
these proposals?
I think it's fresh into the 20th Congress. Literally, to start pa lang. Among the first 20 bills ng House is an AI Act, no? And then, the Senate, via Senator Cayetano, Pia Cayetano, meron ding linabas na bill. Unnumbered pa as of now, no? But that just means top of the agenda siya of legislation. Now, there's a bit of history behind that kasi I was also involved in yung mga prior Congress. Actually, when the 19th Congress ended, there were no less than 15 bills, 15, no?
On AI.
On AI. Proposed. Walang napasa. Kasi ang dami, patong-patong kung ano-ano. May bills on disinformation, may bills on jobs, may bills on research. And ang nangyari, as of the 19th Congress, parang the comment was, parang ang dami masyado, can we streamline? Ang nangyari naman ngayon, just basing on, again, it might not be the final draft yet, the unnumbered bill that we've seen, parang naging super bill naman. Parang everything is there. Trying to achieve a lot. I appreciate why that's the case. Parang mas streamline. Pero now, I think the law, if that becomes law, is a little impractical. Kasi it's covering everything from incentivizing education, infrastructure, but nandiyan din yung mga penalties if you misuse AI or... I think some of the biggest concerns, one is there's a mandatory registration of any AI development.
Okay.
Any. Walang puwang na what if this is low risk or
And then, di
whatever.
naman sinasabi kung sino yun.
And di mo rin kina-qualify who is the real AI developer. So that's one concern. The other concern is, merong harsh penalties, and we're talking in the millions. If you use AI content but don't identify it as such. Diba?
Okay.
So paano yung mga hybrid? Like, okay, I had AI edit this document.
Correct.
Ano ba yun? Am I gonna get fined? So, and let's not forget, we have a thriving BPO sector which uses AI.
Yep.
And we have a thriving outsourcing for animation and games, which all use AI. Adi, papatayin na natin yung sector na yan if we start imposing all of these.
Well, media,
rules.
using Grammarly.
Exactly. You know. So, I feel na maybe this is an overreaction to the opposite side naman. Una, walang regulation, dami-daming patong-patong.
Yeah.
Ngayon, kinumbine nila into a super bill.
0 to 100.
Zero to everything. So obviously hindi pa yan tapos.
Okay.
Kailangan pag-usapan yan. And I think this is my call out to anyone who's interested to talk about AI. You can reach out to me. Kasi we need to have our voices heard.
That's right.
Kailangan yan. Parang SIM card registration lang yan. You saw how much of a hassle that was.
Yep.
And ngayon AI registration na mangyayari.
Yeah. Well, let's balik naman tayo sa education, 'di ba? Kasi yun nga kaka-announce lang ng
Yeah.
DepEd,
Yeah.
'di ba? Na yung AI isasama na sa basic education na curriculum.
Maganda.
Yeah, I congratulate DepEd for making this really bold move.
Yes.
I think it's very timely. I had a little bit of an input into that department order.
Yep.
And tama-tama lang siya. Kasi in the first place, kulang number one, kulang ang mga teachers natin.
Okay.
So it's a productivity problem.
Yes.
Too many students. So one of the best ways to solve that is through AI. Have AI assist teaching.
Naku.
Pero hindi yan pwedeng surface level lang. Kasi nga, sabi nga natin, ang unang mawawala ng trabaho dyan, yung mga nasa recto, yung papagawa ng thesis for sale. No?
Oo.
So the issue of cheating and falsifying whatever outputs is already there. And I think this is one of the best ways to address it. Talagang at the ground level, mismong mga teachers learn AI to teach AI to students.
PRT, magiging very busy ka pala. Marami kang tuturo ang teachers.
Yes, that's
Actually,
right.
that was a surprising... so we talked kanina about HR, then the nuns. Maraming interested from the education sector.
Yeah.
Yun na nga lang, parang I have to admit, yung traction and progress need to speed up a bit.
Speed up.
Kasi ano na yan, clear and present danger na yan. Napag-usapan na natin yung, di ba, yung mga literacy rates natin, yung mga PISA scores.
Yep.
I feel it's partly also because of AI. Kasi magiging lazy na yung mga bata. Like Gen B is supposed to start in 2025, generation.
Yep.
Imagine babies born this year will not remember the world before AI. I mean, in their minds,
Yep.
AI has always been there. Parang yung mga Gen Z rarely remember the world before the internet. Gen Alpha, ganun din. So tayo na medyo, I would say, gurang-gurang, we have to bridge. Kasi we remember the analog world, in the digital world. So dapat ma-preserve yung wisdom and knowledge from the old era while we also respect the innovation of the young ones.
Maganda yan.
Yeah. Doc, curious lang ako, going back to what you said nga, what's holding AI adoption back here in the Philippines, in sectors like education,
Yeah.
diba? You talk about big business as well, diba?
We have something we call inclusivity parang framework. And it's literally 3 levels. One is access.
Okay.
Siyempre, to use AI, you need internet.
Okay.
Eh, sino yung walang internet? Wala ng AI. So that certainly is bottom line. No?
Yep.
Get everyone access to it.
Okay.
Wala nang ang cost eh. Kailangan mo lang connectivity.
Yep.
Next level is literacy. I think dyan tayo naglalaro. We're trying to educate. And it's different yung specialist education. I think that's been the focus of everyone. The government, let's have more software developers, data scientists. We need more. But I think yung broad awareness and literacy, importante rin yun. In the same way, I don't know, yung mga taga-UP dyan, you'll remember STS, no? It's a mandatory elective where you learn about education, technology, and its impact to society. Kailangan may STS with AI na rin tayo for everyone.
Yun.
And then at the highest level is trust. And that's where the regulations come in.
Yep.
Will you trust a tool na pwedeng i-abuse? At kunyari na tamaan ka as a victim, how do you complain? The police or the authorities?
Anyway, ang galing, ang ganda. Break po muna tayo.
Ang oras sa Pilipinas, 2:40 na po na magandang hapon.
Oras, hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR.
Oras, hatid sa inyo ng Game Zone. Detail na ako sa di nakaka-stress. Game na game sa Game Zone. Visit gzone.ph. Real player, real game.
DWIZ Negoshow. Time check. It's 10 o'clock. Tuwing 10 o'clock, siguruhin nakatuto ka sa Aliw Broadcasting Corporation. DWIZ News Nationwide. DWIZ News FM Regional Stations. Aliw Channel 23 at DWIZ News TV para sa Health Habit. Makinig, manood at follow na sa Health Habit. Araw-araw, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 10 o'clock ng umaga at 10 o'clock ng gabi. Hatid ng PhilHealth. Pilipino ako, may PhilHealth ako. Mga lugar na pinuntahan ng ibang tao, mga produkto, serbisyo na rekomendado. Alamin sa Highly Recommended.
Handa ka na bang maranasan ang malaparaisong tanawin ng Batanes? Halina't lakbayin ang paraiso sa hilaga ng Pilipinas. Simulan ang iyong paglalakbay sa Bayang Rolling Hills, kung saan matatanaw mo ang malalawak na luntiang burol, perfect para sa mga nature lovers at photographers. Mula rito, tumungo sa Basco Lighthouse sa Naida Hills na nagbibigay ng 360-degree view ng Basco, Mount Iraya at karatig na isla. Huwag mo ring palampasin ang Marlboro Hills o Rakua, Payaman, kilala sa malalawak na pastulan at tanawin kung saan nagsasama ang langit, lupa at dagat sa isang kamanghamanghang view. Bisitahin ang Morong Beach at ang iconic na Nakabuang Arc, likha ng kalikasan na perfect para sa mga beach lovers. Sa Ivana naman, matatagpuan ng House of the Kai, ang pinakamatandang bato-batong bahay na nananatiling matatag mula pa noong 1800s, simbolo ng katatagan ng kultura ng Ivatan. Kaya't wag palampasin ang pagkakataong ito na maranasan at matanaw ang nakatatanging kagandahan ng Batanes. At yan ang ating highly recommended.
Pagsapit ng alas 12 bago ka mag-lunch o kaya nagla-lunch ka, dagdagan pa ang mga alam mo para hindi ka naman huli sa balita. Live sa DWIZ Manila at sa lahat ng DWIZ News FM sa buong Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. At mapapanood ng live sa Aliw 23 Free TV at sa lahat ng digital channel ng DWIZ. Ang Balitang Bayan. Mga balitang nangyari lang at kasalukuyang nangyayari. Balitang Bayan. Kasama ang opisyal na tagagising ng bayan, si Drew Seno. Di ka aantukin kapag nalaman mo na ang latest sa Balitang Bayan sa patuloy na pagbabalita ng tama at paglilingkod ng tama. Balitang Bayan. Araw-araw, 12 noon. DWIZ Negoshow. Kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
We're back. And again, another interesting
Oh. Imagine a replica.
Oo.
Pwede kang magkaroon ng
Relationship.
AI
Yeah.
and have a relationship.
Yeah. Ganda ng usapan natin.
Problema, baka may love ka doon sa replica mo.
Well,
Hindi
Doc,
ng AI, ha?
can we talk about yung mga myths naman about AI? Kasi, diba, ang dami natatakot
Yeah.
sa AI.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, are we going to lose our jobs because of this artificial intelligence or AI na ito? Like, recently, nabalita, diba, yung Salesforce. Diba,
Layoff.
I think they laid off close to 1,000 employees, diba?
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
Sige, let's tackle that last one first. Kasi people also forget yung layoff, mga kwento ng layoff are usually from the perspective of the US. Marami nagle-layoff dun eh.
Yes.
For whatever reason. Pero in many cases, yung mga nalay doon become a positive for us. Like si Hyatt, the hotel, linay off nila lahat ng contact center workers nila in the US.
Okay.
And then most of those jobs went to El Salvador and the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
So it's hard to parang pin down yung nangyayari sa economy ng US can have a weird positive effect on us.
Okay.
However, with a few parang caveats, no. Karamihan na ng work na pinapadala dito has an AI component. So it's not just answering the phone per se. Kailangan marunong ka na rin gumamit ng AI. So BPOs are certainly a prime opportunity. And it's not just about contact center. Just talking about BPOs, meron na rin dyan yung medical outsourcing. So they're hiring nurses.
Yep.
May financial outsourcing, they're hiring accountants. May legal outsourcing, they're hiring lawyers and paralegals. So more opportunities for us, no? But AI is a part of it. So I feel that before we even worry about AI replacing people, do we have the right qualified parang people first? And then I love saying na it's not really AI that replaces people, it's HR that replaces people.
Okay.
Because you want to hire the best quality talent. So talagang yung mga hindi gumagamit ng AI will be at risk from those who are using AI. It's like having an email once upon a time or internet. Dati nung wala, may advantage ka kasi you can go to, I don't know, GeoCities or something, no?
Correct.
Now, it's a norm. Everyone has one. Devices are cheap. AI na yung magiging next differentiator. So that's the number one myth. The others are, nabanggit ko na, you don't have to be an IT person, you don't have to be a mathematician, you don't need high-tech hardware, you don't need a big budget. These are all myths kasi of traditional IT. Kailangan malaking budget mo. Lahat na yun, irrelevant sa AI kasi the access is so democratized.
Doc, do you need to be tech savvy? Kasi again, marami na nanonood na I guess mga senior citizens nga na who are not so tech savvy. How can they jump on this AI bandwagon?
Well, learn it.
Learn it?
I mean, obviously, there's YouTube,
Okay.
there's Coursera, and that's why
Again, libre po ito lahat.
it's all free. Plus, of course, nabanggit na kanina, that's also why we started opening up mga learning institutions,
Yep.
like AI academies, and they don't need to break the bank. No? Ang nangyayari, rather than being an expert first and do AI, what you can do is learn AI and then later you can become a tech expert. Kasi you can use AI to learn eh. In fact, marami mga new developers now, I mean, just to admit it, are learning because they're watching yung AI code.
Yep.
And then later, you bring your own traditional knowledge and correct it. Huwag ka naman din tamad, no? Pero the barrier to entry has never been that low. No?
Ganda.
Yun talaga ang importante.
Marami na open.
Open, that's right.
Possibilities.
Yeah.
In fact, yung AI Academy, from my end, I think, it can become a university on its own.
Yeah.
Because you can have an AI platform to teach physics, mathematics. Diba? Pwede, no?
Yeah, let's break it siguro into two types. No? You have the traditional learning institutions, mga colleges and universities. They need to move into kind of the mainstream naman. Kasi medyo talika din dun. You have regulations by DepEd, SHED, and you're tied to mga diplomas, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees. May space for that. But then there's also a wide space for yung mga less traditional, kahit nga you can call it less formal learning. Meron ding mga sort of certifications there. But the important thing is the traditional institutions are all about credentials. Itong mga non-traditional are all about skills. And we're fast moving into an era where credentials are less important. Kunyari, kailangan mo ba ng college to be a TikToker or a web developer or a digital marketer? Hindi. Kailangan mo lang ipakita, hey, I can do this. Here's my, parang photographer, here's my portfolio. Rapidly, many roles are going there. Of course, there will still be traditional jobs, yung mga may lisensya.
Yep.
And the reason naman may lisensya is to prevent abuse. So I think AI will also enter that era where you'll need to regulate or license them. I'm wondering lang though if this is the right time to do it. Kasi if you do it prematurely, baka mamatay naman yung industry before it starts.
Naka-curb yung innovation.
Ayun.
Tama. Oh.
So, just a thought. When are you going to set up this university?
Yung university. Yeah, we have an AI academy now.
Correct.
Oh.
And we call it the Shift Institute.
Yep.
In fact, we just ran our inaugural class.
Yep.
And we're having another set of classes on July 18 and 25.
Yes.
And yeah, and we're opening it to all the listeners of DWIZ, no, for you to join.
Doc, how can they join
Yeah.
or enroll in the upcoming AI Academy session?
Well, first I want to share that since it's a dry run,
Yep.
we're offering a very, very special discount. The standard rate is 12,000.
Okay.
But for DWIZ, you can get it at 8K na lang.
Oh,
but,
wow. Thank you.
But for today, if you sign up today,
Yes.
3,000 na lang.
Galing. Tito, see, may promo code pa kayo. Yeah,
So
just...
the link is bit.ly/prompt_AI_DWIZ.
Yep.
And then there's a QR code. Please take advantage of it. July 18 and 25, yung next class. 1 day lang. It's a precursor to more classes, but you will walk away from this one class armed with pretty much everything you need to start with AI. No?
Ulitin ko lang yun ha, para sa manunod na nakikinig. O yan ha, from 12,000,
8,000.
dahil
3,000.
3,000 na lang.
Dahil mahal niya tayo.
Basta you cite Negoshow ha,
Yep.
Negoshow.
in your enrollment ha, para you get that special price.
Tsaka the whole point of it is education. Of course, free education is a gift.
Okay.
But it's hard to sustain. So maybe yun din yung magandang matutunan natin as a population.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to invest.
Yep.
Wag lang yung super mahal. No? Invest in the right type of skills. And then you should sustain people who give knowledge. Kasi sayang din kung hindi natin ma-nurture yan.
Si Doc Ligot, mahal na mahal tayo. Imagine, 12,000 to 3,000.
Yeah. Dito lang po yun.
Dito lang yun ha. Ayan ha. So that's why always tune in to Negoshow. Yan.
2 to 3.
Just show up, no? And you'll get a good value, di ba?
Yeah, galing.
Wait, Doc, kasi Tito, we're approaching the tail end of our show na. Siguro balik nga usapan tayong negosyo. Yung mga...
Mga
you have a
SME
message
businesses.
siguro for the small businesses that are
MSMEs,
out there, mga negosyante nga that are out there that are still using pen and paper
Yeah.
in their
Siyempre, actually
operations.
meron nga
Gusto
mga-
na nila mag-AI.
I think we're the largest consumer of blue books
Okay.
in the world. Alam niyo yung blue logbook?
Oh, that's
Talagang
correct,
mahilig
yeah.
tayo sa mga guards. No? By all means, use that. But here's the cool part. Kahit na blue book yan,
Oo.
AI can read that. Just
Oy.
take a photo of kung ano nakasulat dyan. It becomes a table, it becomes a text.
When you take a photo, tapos yung photo na yun, i-email mo sa...
I-upload mo lang sa AI, mababasa niya yon. So even your blue books, if you're there, you can use that as data points.
Uy, very important yan sa mga visor ng mga manong guard, ha?
Or yung
Kasi pwede nila natratuhan yung record
yung
book.
mga blatter sa barangay.
Blatter sa barangay.
But more than that, I think the real message is there's really no excuse.
Okay.
Kasi dati, kailangan may IT ako, may cloud. Ngayon, literally, yung blue book mo becomes your IT database.
Ang ganda.
The sooner you incorporate AI, the better.
Yeah.
Tsaka I think it's easier in hindsight. Kasi iko-question mo ba ngayon yung need for email? Hindi na, di ba? Or internet. Pero dati, debatable pa yan na wala naman akong clients online Ngayon, it's
At sila,
blasphemy to say, wala kang clients online. Ngayon, halos lahat ng clients online na.
Correct.
And you've seen how TV, radio stations, I'm sure, although this is a radio station,
Yep.
you're listening or watching this online, no?
That's right.
So that's the first. The same way we moved online, we will move to AI. And I think parang it's hard to think of, this is my favorite analogy talking about yung kanina. Think of a car company that sells horses.
Wala.
So yun yung point. At some point, think of a business that doesn't use AI. There won't be any. Just like any business now is online. It's hard to parang imagine it kasi we're now in the pre-AI adoption era.
Yep.
In hindsight, couple of years later, parang matatawa ka na lang sa mga ayaw pang mag-adopt. So I'd rather be a first mover, learn it earlier, get all the kinks out, di naman yan perfect, then you master it earlier, you'll be ahead of your competition.
Galing.
Ganda-ganda ng episode na to. Ay, kailangan maulit to. Anyway, maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po.
Walang yumayaman sa pagiging empleyado lang. Dapat lahat tayo nagninegosyo